Alrighty, folks, here we go. The four-wide salute done and dusted, but thanks to Herrick Creek Distillery. Time to get down to business here. The 30-lap feature final for the Hydrolink War of the Wings. Duff on the outside. See him just edging forward. Those little mind games going on between these races. Side by side with a newly crowned South Island champion, Max Guilford. This is going to be an intense battle. The race down to that tight turn 1 and 2 is going to be so crucial. For these drivers. The acceleration line has been set. We're ready to race here, folks. 30 laps of action. The Hydrolink War of the Wings here. And down into 1 and 2 we go. Guilford just washes out a little bit wide. That's all Jamie Duff needed to sneak up the insides of the Duff man, getting the business done between 1 and 2. Round he comes past the control tower to complete the first lap. Forsey off to a good start as well. Oh, there's trouble down here for the 7 machine of Job Contact. He's going to head down to the infield. The right front of his car completely twisted in. There's been some form of contact. In fact, that looks like that might have just been jammed in there. So he's looking for a way back out on track. He's going to fall a lap down early in this one here. So Jamie Duff it is. The Allianz sponsored machine out of Ruapuna Speedway in Christchurch. Doing a great job. Powers off down the back straight. Max Guilford giving chase. Dylan Forsey, Matt Honeywell here, the next 2 cars in the queue. Connor Rangi currently down the order there in 5th place. He's dropped the spot from his starting position. John Myers Jr. manages to get past Rangi. So Myers Jr. moving his way through the pack. Duff with lap traffic, the form of Muhlenberg already. But the top 3 cars here have absolutely bolted. Duff, Guilford, and Forsey. Forsey looking racing. Max Guilford just up in front of him. All those 3 cars have managed to get past that first lap car of Muhlenberg. Next up, they're going to have Finn Cleveland and the 7 machine of John Quantock to have to contend with. Joel Myers Jr., the fastest man on track at the moment, a 13.984. 22 laps remain here at Central Motor Speedway. Forsey right out on the wall as he come out of turn number 4. Made pretty solid contact by the looks of it. Just trying to get himself back into a rhythm once more. Duff will know that Max Guilford is right there. Guilford just managing this race, making sure that Duff doesn't get too far away from him. Forsey's come back now on the 17. Those lap cars just up ahead of the leaders. Here comes Guilford with a big dive down the inside of Duff. Gets it done. Duff comes back. Oh, he had to pull out of that move down the back straight. Duff was directly behind Cleveland. He couldn't duck back under the inside of Guilford, but he's fighting back now. Jamie Duff with a look on the inside of Guilford. Guilford powers out of 2. Forsey's right there as well. So's Honeywell. In fact, that's Myers Jr., who's now up battling with the pack. He's just behind Cleveland now. So Myers Jr. working his way through. Myers Jr. still with the fastest lap of the race. The top 3 cars, still nothing between them. Here comes Duff with another look on the inside. But Guilford powers out of 2. Forsey still there. Here comes Myers Jr. right up the inside of Cleveland. He'll be able to see Dylan Forsey up ahead of him. Plenty of laps still to run. Still 15 laps. We're about half race distance. No cautions so far. Good, clean sprint car racing here at Central Motor Speedway. Duff now looks like he's just starting to struggle a wee bit. He's falling back to Dylan Forsey. Can Forsey make a move on Duff before Joel Myers Jr. tags onto the back of this queue? Guilford with a look up the inside of Matthew Anderson. Couldn't make the move, but he does down into 3 and 4. He's done that so many times tonight. That big late dive out of turn 3 and into turn 4. Myers Jr. chasing hard. He's up to 3rd place. So what's happened to Dylan Forsey? He's down on the infield, Forsey. Drop from 3rd down to the infield. Here comes Myers Jr. up the inside of Duff. Gets the job done there. Manages to pull it up on the outside of the track. Myers Jr., he started down in 7th. He's now battling for the top spot here. There'll be 10 laps to run as they come around turns 3 and 4 and pass the control tower once more. The Ranch Bar and Grill, car number 46 leads this one here. Duff's coming back in the 19, but now he's got to defend with Joel Myers Jr. and a big dive down the inside. Myers Jr. now up to 2nd place. Duff fights back. Burson's hit the wall on the main straight. Jack Burson's hit the wall right in front of the control tower here. We are going to have a caution. And a chance for the commentator to catch his breath. That was a hot pace at the front of this field. Lap 20 and Jack Burson must have just give the wall a little bit of a whack coming out of 4. And that right front tyre, right front wheel I should say, facing inwards there. So didn't have a bad night, Burson. He has been pretty racy. He'll be happy with how he qualified, but his night will end on lap 20 of the feature race. Holy cow, what a race. Dylan Forsey, he sat in that 3rd place for the first 17 laps of this race. He's gone down to the infield. May not get the result, but he'll take something positive out of this event. He was super fast. Run with both Duff and Max Guilford. We have seen some massive dives, especially down there in turn number 3. Both Guilford and Joel Myers Jr., they've come from a long way back and absolutely slotted their moves down there in turn number 3 and 4. This will be a good restart. Certainly take some positives out of. So lights are out, set for a restart here. It's going to be a 10-lap dash to the black-white checkered flag. Guilford, Duff, Myers Jr. This is going to be one hell of a battle here in the Hydroling War of the Wings. Beautiful start by Guilford, absolutely bolted when that green light come on, and here has left Duff and Myers Jr. in his dust. Myers Jr. had a look up the inside of Duff. Oh, there's contact down here in turn 3. There's cars sprawled all over the place here at the moment. Looked like Robinson shot down to the inside. Anderson, car number 16, still stranded on track. So it looks like Robinson's going to manage to continue on. In fact, he's gone and stopped over in the middle of turn 3 and 4. So Guildford, of course, got off to an absolute flyer at that restart. He'll be hoping for that once more. He needs to replicate exactly what he did then. He was about probably a third of a straight length ahead of Duff and Joel Myers Jr. Of course, Duff having to try and attack Guildford up front, but also having to defend from Joel Myers Jr., who's doing those big lunges down there in turn number 3. So just the 9 cars left circulating here at the moment. Not sure what's going on with James Robinson's car down there. Of course, he went down to the infield, still seemed to be moving around down there, no problems at all, and driving around. It wasn't until he come back out on track that that car stopped, and now it looks like they're having a few issues trying to move that car back through. So Robinson will head to the infield. So the lineup once more, of course, a lap not completed, so 10 more laps to go. Hydraulic War of the Wings. Max Guildford, Jamie Duff, Joel Myers Jr., Matt Honeywell. Steve Duff Jr.'s done well in this one here. He's up the order as well. Shannara Stronach, Matthew Anderson still out there. Tony Eulenberg as well. Lights are out, set for another restart here. The Hydraulic War of the Wings. And another nice start there by Guildford. Powers out of turns number 3 and 4. Manages to gap Duff. Oh, Duff's made a mistake down there between 1 and 2, and it's allowed Joel Myers Jr. to go to the outside and do it easy. Duff was down low and scrubbed off every little bit of speed he had, but here comes Duff fighting back. And a dive down the inside of Joel Myers Jr. Can he make it stick? Can't quite do it. A car length between Myers Jr. and Duff. The battle for 2nd and 3rd place. 8 laps to run. Guildford absolutely bolted. He's got a 1.7 second lead at the moment. Myers Jr. starting to pull away from Duff. Duff throwing absolutely everything he can at the young American, but the young American slowly making inroads. Finn Cleveland there as well. Cleveland trying to chase down Shannara Stronach. He's got Matthew Anderson behind him. 6 laps to run in this feature final for the Hydraulic War of the Wings and the South Island Sprint Car champion Max Guilford. Absolutely put on a dominant performance here today at Central Motor Speedway. His teammate from the Ranch Bar and Grill Suck It Up sponsored team trying to give chase. He's got 4 laps to do it. The gap 1.2 seconds. Duff's given this one here away. He's running for 3rd now. With these 2 cars putting on an absolute display here tonight. Cleveland's gone down to the infield now as well. He's out of this one, car 9. Guilford up the inside of Eulenberg, does it with ease. Let's check that gap this time around. It was 1.2 seconds, now 1.5. So Guilford actually making time in that last lap while passing a car over Myers Jr. Shannara Stronach now down to the infield as well in the 21 machine. Cars starting to drop like flies here. The white flag is out. 1 more lap to go. Guilford set sail. Out of turn 4. Checkered flag drops for the 46. The 1NZ comes home in 2nd place. Then Jamie Duff, he put on a fight all the way through this feature. Just could not front it with those other 2 cars. He'll claim 3rd place, but congratulations to the Daniel Anderson team. Max Guilford taking out this round of the Hydraulic War of the Wings. Joel Myers Jr. parks up down here on the main straight, car number 1. 1.9 seconds the gap. Max Guilford took out this race by. A lot of walking wounded out there. Duff straight to the pit area. He put up one hell of a fight here in this race. So it looks like Myers Jr., he's out of the car down here on the main straight. Of course, don't forget, folks, I have been told that there is a stock car runoff still to come here tonight. So looks like a couple of stock cars lined up out there. So they won't want to, they'll want to clear these cars off the track relatively smartly, I would imagine.